What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy BJ, and we're back with another one. It's not gonna be a banger, but it's gonna be a tutorial, you dig? Today, we're not messing with the car today, we're messing with the truck today. I gotta change the oil in this big thing. So basically this video is just a tutorial on how to change the oil on a 2010 Dodge Ram and up, you know what I'm saying? For those who like to tune in to my videos and watch me cut up in the car, doing donuts and all that, you know, extra stuff, this not gonna be the video for y'all today, you know what I'm saying? So if you don't want to stick around and watch, you know, slightly, you know, leave out, but leave your boy a like, you know what I'm saying? Don't leave me stranded, leave me with a like or something, you know what I mean? Show me some love, at least go to the comments and be like, man, I fuck with you or something, you heard me? Just keep it 100 with me. But this video is mainly for my people who don't know how to change the oils in their vehicles, you know what I'm saying? And I want to be one of them people who can help them do that. And on top of that, my channel is just based on my vehicles, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be showcasing what I'm gonna be doing with my truck, what I'm gonna be doing with my car, four-wheeler, etc. You know what I'm saying? So, what you expect. But none of that. Let me start this tutorial off. So first thing first, you wanna know what type of oil your vehicle takes. In this case, my truck is a 5.7, just like my vehicle. And on this oil cap right here, you can see it says 5W20. So that's the type of oil that I need for this vehicle, is 5W20. You can locate that clearly by popping the hood, looking at this cap. You can look at your instruction manual, or you can call the dealership, or you can either go on Google and find out if you really don't know what type of oil your vehicle takes. But 9 out of 10, you just look at this cap and it's gonna let you know. So when it comes down to the oil, I prefer Pennzoil full synthetic. I've been using Pennzoil all my life on all my vehicles I ever owned. You can use whatever oil you need, just make sure you get the right one. Like I said, 5W20, that's what I got. My vehicle takes 7 quarts. Both of these are 5 quarts. I'm only gonna use like 2 quarts out of one of them. And you can read on the side, you see at the very top, the L that's letting you know it's 5 quarts all the way down. And they got a measure. So like I said, I'm gonna use the whole bottle. And then I'm gonna use like 2 quarts out of this one, so it'll knock it down to like 3 quarts left in here. And I need that for the car, because I'm also gonna give a tutorial on how to change your oil on a 2015 and up Dodge Charger. But we'll say that for another video. Oh, and make sure you get an oil filter. You know what I'm saying? You need your oil and an oil filter. As far as tools, evidently my truck sits high enough stock, so I would not need my jack or jack stands. But if your truck doesn't sit up high, you will need to jack it up. And I prefer you use jack stands just for extra safety precautions. But like I said, I'm not using it. I just got that back there because, like I said, we're working on that car next. But you need a ratchet. You need a ratchet with a 13 mil socket on it. Where is it? There you go. You need that because that's for the drain plug. You're gonna need a funnel, so when it's all said and done, you can pour the oil in it. You're gonna need a drain container, so when you pop the screw off the engine, all the oil will go right here instead of having a big mess on the ground. And then you also need this for, I don't know the name of it, but I'm gonna just call it a filter grabber.
What?
But you need this for your filter, because sometimes your filter is hard to take off with your hands. And this right here will grip onto it and give you better leverage on unscrewing it, so you can get the old one off and put the new one on. Okay, so before I get started, I always come up here and I take the cap off, but not completely. I'll unscrew it all the way and I'll let it just sit right there. You know, it's off, but it's still on, kind of. And basically the reason why I do that is because when you take the drain plug off at the bottom, it's gonna help the oil flow out easier and quicker. That way you can put that drain plug back on and move to the next step. Okay. So now we're underneath the truck. Right here is the drain plug. What you want to do, you want to get the drain container that you have and place it right underneath. Basically the oil's gonna shoot out this way, so I got my oil container sitting right here, so once it shoots out, it'll land right here, and it'll stay from getting on the ground. I mean, if you get a little bit on the ground, I mean, shit happens, but that's what these made for, to keep oil. So if you don't know how to take this off, it's an old saying, righty tighty, lefty loosey, meaning when you go left, it's loosening the boat. When you go right, you're tightening the boat. So with this, you want to put it on there snugged. You can use both hands, or you can just use one hand, but you want to have it on there flush, so therefore you won't strip the boat, and you just want to give it a little tug. See how nice tough that was? So now it's easy. So when you got it broke, when you got the drain plug broke, you want to just easily, slowly just unscrew it, because the oil is going to start flowing out. And like I said at the top, I took the cap off, so it's going to be flowing real easy. So I'm going to continue just unscrewing it slowly. And make sure you kind of keep your hand, out the way, so when the oil start coming out, it won't get all over your hands, as if you care or not. And also you want to keep that drain plug from falling in here. All right, so the oil's starting to seep out. I don't know if you can see that. So once it's starting to seep out, what you want to do is basically like unscrew it and take it off quick. That way you can avoid the oil hitting you. So boom, you see how I did that? And then you just let it flow out, Okay, so now as you can see, it's starting to thin out. What you want to do is just let it keep going until it starts dripping. As it's doing that, also try to get a rag, so that way when it starts dripping, you can clean the surface and then put the drain plug up there. But at the same time, you want to clean the threads off the drain plug as well. So let me try to angle myself right, that way I can show y'all what I'm doing. Hopefully y'all can see me, but get the drain plug and just clean around it. You want your surfaces to be clean. And it ain't gonna be perfect, but just get it as good as you can. So you see, it still got oil on it, but it's not like it was at first. Boom, I'm gonna set that right there, and I'm gonna let that finish doing what it's doing. Like I said, once it gets to dripping, then you're ready to put the drain plug back in and move to the next step. All right, so if you can see, it's dripping now. So like it's dripping, you want to get the drain plug, stick it right there, do like one full twist, that way it'll keep it from dripping, and you just want to clean around it. Just want to clean around it. Okay, so once you finish cleaning around it, you can hand tighten it right now until you can't screw it no more. And like I said, righty tighty, lefty loosey. So this time you want to go this way to tighten it up. So you get it on there flush, and you're not tightening this all the way up. You're snugging it. So you don't want to strip it. So you're just gonna snug it right there, and that's it. You don't have to put this on extremely tight. Then you'll strip the threads and all that stuff. So you just snug it on, and then you're good. Okay, so now, like we drained the oil in the back, we move up here to the front. On the right, on the passenger side of the vehicle, you will see the oil filter. It if you're underneath the vehicle, it'll be on your right hand side, depending on how you land underneath it. But at the end of the day, just know it's always on your passenger side of the vehicle, and you'll see it right here. What you can do before you use that little tool, want to make sure you put your drain container right underneath this as well, because it's going to be oil dripping off, and then there's also going to be some oil sitting in here, so you want to be real careful when you take that off. So make sure you got your drain container underneath it before we actually unscrew it. So now that you got your drain container underneath, you want to go up here to the top and see if you can unscrew it with your hand. Alright, so clearly you can see I can't unscrew it with my hand. So what you want to do, you want to get this tool, hope y'all can see me, and you want to put it around there, right? So once you put it around there, you want to get it, and then it'll tighten up as you're going the way you want it to go. So I'm going this way, that way it can go, if I'm not mistaken, counterclockwise. So boom, and you see it start unscrewing for me. Do it slowly, just like you took the drain plug off. You're gonna take this off slowly. So like I said, it's oil up there, right? So boom, I got it loose enough where I can finish untightening it with my hand. You want to make sure you got the drain container right underneath it, and what you want to do is just slowly continue on doing it. So boom, just slowly. Make sure you keep your hands underneath it. Slowly. Okay, you can see oil starting to sip out. So what you want to do, stop and let that do what it does. You know what I'm saying? Let that oil just drain out. And like I said, you don't have to do this. If you want to keep taking it off, you can just take it off. Just be careful, because you know, like I say, it's oil sitting up there, and it's gonna do exactly what it's doing now, drain out. So I'll let it just drain itself out a little bit, and that way when I finish taking it off, it's not gonna be so much of a mess. Oh boy. And when you're doing this, you know, try to have multiple rags with you. That way, you know, if you get one like extremely oily, you gotta bag up. So boom, I'm gonna get the rag, I'm gonna go underneath where there's oil at, and I'm gonna continue unscrewing it. Okay, boom, it fell into my hand. You want to slowly move forward to the front of the vehicle, and then come down, and then boom. You got your oil filter. And what you want to do is just place it upside down and just let it drain out inside your drain container. As you can see, it's face down inside the drain container, doing what it do. Hopefully y'all can see. You want to get the rag and you want to clean all that up right there. You want to clean all that up before you install the new one. As you should see, it's all cleaned up now. And now we're ready to get the new filter and put it up there. I'm gonna clean that little part that's getting ready to drip, and then we're gonna put the new filter up there. All right, so boom, you wanna get your new oil filter, turn it upside down, get one of these, pop them open. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna pour a little bit inside this hole, just a little bit. You're not filling it up at all. Make sure I can do this right. Yeah, it's a little messy. All right, that's good. That's all you need, just a little bit. Come on now, focus for me. All right, you see that? It's not fulled up to the top of none of that, just a little bit. And what you have, the excess at the top, rub your finger and rub it around the seal. Rub it around the seal. All right. So when you get ready to put this up, be careful. Remember, you got a little bit of oil in there. So if you drop this, that oil is dropping on you. Go up. I'm trying to record at the same time. Just want to go up, put it on there as flush as possible, and just turn it to the right. You know, righty-tighty. So you want to turn it there until you feel it catch on. Back here in the back, where y'all can see what I see. Okay. So basically you want to put it up there on the threads and turn it slowly to the right. Once you see its catch, see it's not coming off, then you can just twist it all you want. Once it start catching like this, all you want to do is snug it. So you keep turning, like you want this hand tight. You're not gonna use that tool again to tighten it up. You want this hand tight. So boom. Once it's hand tight like that, you leave it alone. Cause what it's gonna do when you start your truck up or a car or whatever, it'll automatically seal itself. I promise it will. It automatically seals itself. Just like this. Just like your drain plug in the back. It automatically seals itself. You just wanna tighten it up slightly. You don't wanna go crazy with it. So once you're done with that, you're done with underneath. It's time to move to the top of the engine now. Also, if you kind of want to see how your engine doing, you can always look at the oil and see if you can see like metal in it. If you don't see any metal in it, metal shavings, then you can kind of know that your engine is doing pretty damn good. And as I can tell, I don't have any flakes at all up here. I don't know if y'all can really see it as well as I can, but we got a healthy engine that's about to have some good oil in it, because you can tell I've been running for a while and she really needed this change. All right, y'all, we're at the top of the engine. Now you can completely take this off and get your funnel. You just stick it in there. Before you actually start pouring some oil, you want to take your dipstick out and, you know, clean it off. Get all that old oil off of it, so that way you can get an accurate reading when you pouring your oil back in. So you clean it up, stick it back in there, and then, like I said, this truck takes 7 quarts. This big container that I bought, it's 5 quarts by itself. So I'm gonna put a whole container up in here, and then the other big container, I'm gonna only put 2 quarts on it. And if you can't tell, they got the numbers on the side to let you know how much that you're pouring. Okay, as you can see, I just stopped. The reason why I stopped, because what I like to do, I like to sit there and stop, and I like to look underneath just to make sure there ain't no oil leaking, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like that safety precaution, something I do all the time. I like to just pour and stop. Once I see that there's nothing draining out, I go ahead and finish the deal. All right, so once you finish pouring your oil in, you want to get your rag. Slowly take it off and put your rag right underneath it. That way you won't have no oil spilling out. Get your cap. Put it back on. And it's gonna tighten up by itself. So once you do that, you wanna get your dipstick, take it out. Don't check it right now. Just clean it off. It's gonna have that new oil on there. So just clean it off, stick it back in there. All right, and then what you wanna do, bring it back out. And this is when you're gonna get your reading. And as you can see, we're full. We're a little bit over, but I mean, it's gonna be okay. That ain't gonna hurt nothing. So you stick it back in. You go start it up. And as it's running, just for safety precaution, get underneath the vehicle and just check. Make sure the drain plug is good. You don't see oil right there. Make sure you don't see oil dripping from your oil filter right there. Once you see everything is good, you're done. Okay. So now I want to show y'all one more thing before we end this video. All right, turn the car off. All right, sometimes when you turn your truck on and you turn it all the way on, it'll probably show this error dealing with the oil. So tire pressure system, oil change due. It might still show that after you just change your oil. So this is a trick that I learned. You see it say contact dealer. So what you want to do, you want to turn your vehicle off, right? You want to put it on the on position. While it's doing that, you smash the pedal, the gas pedal. You smash it until it stops beeping, right? So once it stops beeping and it beeps one more time, you crank it up. And that error code should go away. And as you can see, it's not there no more. I'm gonna turn the car off, take the key out, put the key right back in, start it up like I'm regular starting it up. And all it should show is something about my tire pressure. Service tire pressure system. And that's it. So I hope this tutorial helps y'all. And y'all just catch me on the next one. And if you're new to the channel, please go subscribe and leave a like and leave a comment. Y'all have a great one.